Hey everybody, happy Monday. Hopefully you had an easy time last week doing the Superkids lesson. As always, let me know if you have any questions or if you didn't understand something. Hopefully you will be able to kind of follow along. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you. So anyway, we will get started today finishing up our Unit 17 lesson. We're going to do lesson 5 today. But we will start with kind of our blending activity that we normally do before we get to our Superkids book. So I want you you don't need anything for this, just to follow along with me. And I wrote on the board, we're going to sound out the letters together. Ready? Mud. Say it fast. Mud. All right, but what if I change that middle sound and I change that U to the letter A? Let's see if you can blend this one. Ready? Add, mad. See how I only changed that middle letter? It was mud, and now it's add. All right, but what if I change now that last sound? I change the D to an N. Okay, now look. See what sound it is now. Let's sound it out. Ready? And man. Good. Okay, I'm going to change that last sound again. I'm going to change that N to the letter T. Okay, let's sound that one out together. Ready? Mat, mat. All right, now I'm going to change that beginning sound. I'm going to take away the M, and I'm going to put an H. All right, let's sound that one out together. Here we go. At, hat. Good. All right, I'm going to change the N sound. Now I'm going to take away the T, and I'm going to put an M. Okay, let's sound that one out together. Ready? Ham. Good. All right, let's do 2 more. No, let's do 1 more. We're going to change that last sound, take away the M, and turn it into a D. Remember, a D has a diaper because you're making that circle at the back of the D, so it looks like he has a diaper on. All right. Add, had. Good. All right, so that's what we're going to do for blending today. Next, I want you to go ahead and get your Superkids book out, and you are going to turn to page 27. It should look like some medals with different color ribbons on them. This is going to be an audio. Normally it's an audio on the smartboard, but it'll be an audio that I'll play on the video for you to listen to, okay? So go ahead and turn to page 27. We're going to need a pencil, okay? Go ahead and get that ready while I turn on the audio. All right, so you should have your book open to page 27. It should look just like mine. And have your pencil. This is going to be an audio, so I want you to go ahead and listen so we know what to do.
Superkids Club, Student Book Unit 17, page 27. Listen carefully and follow my directions. When you hear this sound, your teacher will pause this recording, so you have time to mark your answer.
Okay, is everybody ready? I'm going to present some medals that I made to the winners of the hunt. The first medal goes to Doc and Al.
We had to get a lemon. Doc had the good idea for asking Dan, the man who owns a fruit stand, if we could use a lemon.
And we were lucky, because a lemon had fallen off his fruit stand. Since it was soft and a little dusty, Dan couldn't sell it, so he gave it to us. That's how we got our lemon for the treasure hunt.
Doc and Alf, here's your medal with a bright red ribbon. You deserve a medal for getting that luscious, lovely, lemony lemon.
Thanks!
Doc and Alf won a medal for getting the lemon. Lemon. Write the lowercase letter for the beginning sound of lemon on the medal with the red ribbon.
All right, so you're looking right here, the very first picture with the red ribbon, and it asks you to write the lowercase L. Well, that's really easy. You're just gonna start on that strawberry line, and you're gonna go all the way down to a chocolate line, and it looks kind of like a 1, but it's a lowercase L for lemon, okay? Pause if you need more time. We're gonna go on to the blue ribbon.
The next medal is for Oswald and Lily. They had to find a red mitten, and they did.
We had a pretty hard time finding a red mitten.
Yeah, I found a baseball mitt and a glove, but I couldn't find a red mitten.
So I borrowed this red mitten from Lulu, the lion doll. It's usually on her bed in the lion's house, but we figured she would lend it to us for the hunt.
We'll have to return the mitten to Lulu, but at least we have it for the hunt.
It was smart to borrow that most marvelous mitten for the hunt. Lily and Oswald, here is your medal.
Lily and Oswald won a medal for getting the mitten. Mitten. Write the lowercase letter for the beginning sound of mitten on the medal with the blue ribbon.
All right, so now we're on the blue ribbon, and we're gonna write that lowercase letter for mitten. Well, that's the lowercase M. So you're gonna start on the vanilla line. You're gonna go down and give it 2 humps on the vanilla. Make sure that you're not all the way up to the strawberry writing an uppercase M. You're only at the vanilla, all the way to the chocolate. All right, pause if you need more time, but we'll keep moving. We're gonna go to the green ribbon now. Uh-oh. Hold on and go back up so I can play it. Uh-oh. Sorry, hold on. There we go.
The medal with the green ribbon is for Sal and Golly. They were supposed to get a hot dog and a bun, and they sure got an unusual hot dog.
I guess it is a bit odd. See, I got this regular old bun at Bell's Bakery, but I couldn't get a hot dog there. I didn't know what to do. Then Golly started running around with his tongue hanging out and his ears flapping. At first, I thought he was just acting crazy and frisky, but then I saw what his idea was. Golly was running around to make himself hot, so that he could be the hot dog. So I brought Golly as my hot dog for the hunt.
Sal, I think Golly is the smartest hot dog I ever saw. Here is your medal, Golly. You're a happy, hopping, hurried hot dog.
Sal and Golly won a medal for getting the hot dog and bun. Hot dog. Write the lowercase letter for the beginning sound of hot dog on the medal with the green ribbon.
Okay, so we have the green ribbon, and we're looking for the sound, the letter that you hear at the beginning of hot dog. Well, that's the letter H. We're writing a lowercase h. So remember, your lowercase h is going to start at the strawberry line and go down to the chocolate. And you're going to do 1 hump at the vanilla. So make sure you're not going down in the peanut butter, that you're just doing that 1 line from the strawberry to chocolate, and then the hump at the vanilla for hot dog. All right, we're going to move over to the orange ribbon.
The medal with the orange ribbon is for Tic Tac and Hot Rod. They brought lots of funny buttons.
I was just about to cut some buttons off a dress.
But I stopped her because it's bad to cut buttons off the dress. That'll wreck the dress.
Then Hot Rod showed us the buttons he collects. He's got big buttons, odd buttons, and fun buttons. Some of them have funny sayings on them like, hot rods are fun, and some have racing flags on them. They're neat.
I knew my buttons would be best for the hunt.
They are Hot Rod, Tick, and Tack. Here is your medal for those big, bright, beautiful buttons.
Tic Tac and Hot Rod won a medal for getting the buttons. Buttons. Write the lowercase letter for the beginning sound of buttons on the medal with the orange ribbon.
All right, so we're right here at the orange, and the word is buttons. We're writing that lowercase b. Now remember, some of you get really confused by what a B or a D should look like. So remember, your B is going to start on the strawberry and go down to the chocolate, and then you're going to give it a belly. So you're going to go this way with your hump on the vanilla. So line down and then this way with your hump, okay? So make sure it's going this way. All right, let's move to the purple.
The medal with the purple ribbon is for Icky and Tot. They had to get a comic. We thought we'd have to go to the store and buy a comic, but Tot didn't have any money, and neither did I. We had to hunt and hunt, but finally we found this old comic on top of a big can full of papers. Of course, the cover of the comic is ripped, and a couple of the pages are missing, but it is still a comic. It is kind of a crazy cuckoo comic, but it's perfectly okay for the hunt. Icky and Tot, here is your medal.
Icky and Talk won a medal for getting the comic. Comic. Write the lowercase letter for the beginning sound of comic on the medal with the purple ribbon.
All right, so remember, on the purple ribbon, you're writing the lowercase comic, the lowercase c. So you're going to start on the vanilla. You're going to go all the way to the chocolate for your C. Now we're going to do our last one, the yellow ribbon.
And last of all, the medal with the yellow ribbon goes to Etta, Betta, and Fritz. They were supposed to get gobs of mud, and they got the funniest glob of mud ever. Fritz knew where to go to get the gobs of mud right away. We went to the pond in the park where Fritz likes to go fishing. On the edge of the pond there is lots of slippery, gucky mud. We had the mud, but we didn't have anything to put it in to bring it back for the hunt. So I asked Etta Betta to get a big can that we could fill with mud.
I got so excited I started running and then splat! I fell down in the mud. I had mud all over me, on my clothes and arms and legs and hands. I was just covered with mud.
Etta Betta looked pretty funny, but she wasn't mad at all. She just grinned and said, "I'm the big glob of mud."
So we just brought the mud for the hunt on me.
Etta Betta and Fritz, here is your medal for the messy, mushy, mucky mud.
Etta Betta and Fritz won a medal for getting the mud. Mud. Write the lowercase letter for the beginning sound of mud on the medal with the yellow ribbon.
All right, so now you're going to that last box with the yellow ribbon, and we hear mud. I hear an M at the beginning, so on the vanilla, you're going to go down and 2 humps. That's what your M should look like. All right, next we're going to turn to page 28. So go ahead and turn to page 28. You're going to need scissors and glue for this one. All right, guys, in your Superkids book, you should be on page 28, and it should look just like this. You are going to need your glue and scissors. But first, before we go ahead and cut out stuff, let's go through the pictures. So what we're doing is we're remembering that Cass, the Super Noodle, sent everybody out to hunt for stuff. So remember, the very first place that they went was to the fruit stand to look for lemons. And then they also went and looked for, what were they looking for in the trash can? They were looking for a comic book. And right here, they were looking for buttons on, and they found some on Hot Rod's jacket. And then here, they were looking for a hot dog, and it looks like Golly is sweating. And right here, they were looking for the red mitten, and Lily was able to find it with one of her little lions. And then last, remember Edabetta fell into the mud. So what you're gonna do is at the bottom, there are the 6 words: buttons, mud, hot dog, mitten, comic, and lemon. And you're gonna cut out on the pink dotted line to get those words cut out, and then you'll cut on the blue dotted line. Now remember, boys and girls, you need to hold just the page that you are cutting so that you don't cut your whole book. All right, so remember, make sure you hold just that page that you are cutting, and you're gonna first cut the pink dotted line and then the blue dotted lines to get the words out. After you've cut your words, then you need to sound out the sounds. All of these words, the letters in these words are sounds that you know. So if you're gonna cut out the word lemon, well, let's sound out lemon together. Lemon. What letter do you think lemon starts with? Well, I think it's an L, so make sure that you're looking for the word that starts with the letter L, and then you glue it right here in this box, because remember they went to the fruit stand to find the lemons. Okay? So that's what you're gonna do on all of this. After you cut out, you're gonna glue into the pictures. All right, so go ahead and pause so that you can do that. And then I'm gonna come back on and tell you the answers to each one, okay? So pause right here so that you can glue the words. All right, so now let's check to make sure that you did it correctly. So up here in the first box, you should have the word lemon, the one that says L-E-M-O-N. All right, over here, you should have the word comic. It's spelled C-O-M-I-C. Right here on the jacket, you should have the word buttons. Buttons start with the letter B. So B-U-T-T-O-N-S. And then right here where golly is, you should have the word hot dog. Hot dog starts with H-O-T-D-O-G. And down here, you should have the word mitten. M-I-T-T-E-N. And then right here, you should have the word mud. M-U-D. All right, the last thing I want you to do on this page, the words that you cut and glued, I want you to circle any of the M's that you see. So you should circle an M in the word mud, the M in mitten, the M in comic, and the M in lemon. So on yours, you're gonna circle all those M's. All right? After you've completed that, I want you to go ahead and turn to page 29 for today. This will be our last page for today. You will still need your scissors and glue for page 29. All right, guys, you should be now on page 29, and it looks like this. It says, let's hunt, and Cass, our super noodle, is holding that list of things that they were hunting for. All right, so the first picture right here is the super noodle ribbon. Then there's a picture of a lemon, rabbit, hot dog, buttons, mitten, comic, and mud. I was about to say glob of mud, but it's mud. Okay, so what you're gonna do on this is a lot like what you did on the page before, so it should be super easy. Down here at the bottom, you are going to, remember, you're just gonna hold the page that you're cutting. I don't want you to cut your whole book. So you're just gonna cut out the pink dotted line, then you're gonna cut on the blue dotted line to cut out the words. Then, after you've cut it, you are going to glue the word onto the picture. But remember, we've done this before. It's very important that you listen. You are only putting a strip of glue at the very top of the picture. I don't want you to glue the word over the whole picture. I just want you to put a strip of glue at the top so that all you have to do is when you want to see the picture, you just lift up the word like it's a flap. So right here would be ribbon. So you would put a little bit of glue right here, put the word ribbon, and then you're able to pick the picture, the word up and still see ribbon, and then pick it up and you can see the picture of the ribbon, okay? So I don't want you to cover up the whole picture. I want it to be like a flap. All right, so that's all you're having to do on this is cover up the picture with the word. Then when you're finished doing that, gluing them, then I want you to play a game. And if you see the word rabbit, I want you to sound it out, rabbit, and then pick it up and make sure that the rabbit is up under there. You're hunting for these things, okay? That's all you have to do. That is the last thing in our Unit 17 book. Tomorrow, we will start with Unit 18, all right? So this is your last thing in your Unit 17.